coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 15 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Here's Jackson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And here comes Westbrook. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
4 yards.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 13 carries, 98 yards, 2 shy of 100.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Able to find Waller. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Gain of 18.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Allen to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Myers set to kick off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian Kirk, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Buccaneers 7.
Now it's Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Breida on the carry.
They're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 35 on second down, Allen, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that was just 4 verticals. They were going for a big play, and it resulted in a big play.
And you know why that's so difficult to cover? Because you can throw the ball to any one of those 4 vertical receivers at any point in the pattern. Wherever they're open, just get them the ball and then let them run after it.
And he runs it all the way in for a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. On the delay, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Number 22.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson.
7 yards, the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Number 18, Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses have their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touchdown. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Jason Myers.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our players' spotlight. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Alexander. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's got it, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take it. Shot if you want to, and he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2-yard line.
This is Breida. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And 12.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the 1st half. They've extended their lead so far here in the 2nd half. They're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 32.
Give them 32 on the play.
Falcons.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Kendall Fuller there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Devin White on the tackle.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Allen going to go on 4th down, and it is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right?
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's done. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And this isn't what they want to see. Rivers, their captain, still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Here's Breida. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Breida on the carry. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On 1st down, Allen. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more. Throwing on 1st down. It's Jackson.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll go underneath here to Breida. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson will throw again. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Falcons 49.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6 and 7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles.